So I'm going to talk about manifestation, quantumic physics, and basically the laws of the universe. First thing, the laws of the universe that I personally know about is the law of balance, the law of attraction, and the law of assumption. The law of assumption states that whatever you assume to be true is true. The law of attraction, it mainly talks about the energy that you give out is what you're going to attract. You attract positive things with positivity. You attract negative things with negativity. You cannot be a negative person and expect to have positive things. It doesn't work like that. You have to have positivity to attract positivity. That is how life works. That is how things work. And if I want to reflect into the Bible, it says that faith moves mountains. That means if you believe in something, you believe in it completely, it will happen. Basically reflects the law of assumption. That when you assume something is true, it becomes true. Like when you assume, like, as a driver, no, I'm not saying I'm a driver, but as a driver would assume nikitoka hapa nitaenda hapo na nitafika na nitakuwa sawa, because they are assuming it's true. They completely believe it. That's why you find so many drivers, they are going places and they are safe. Why? Because they are assuming I'm going to be safe. But when someone has this, when you have doubts, let's say you're manifesting something into your life, you want something like money, you're manifesting I have money, I'm successful, you're affirming, you're constantly lying to your brain that you have that. But let's say you have these doubts, you're saying I have money, but and then you go lakini yani you have those doubts. The law of balance intervenes and balances your doubts. It reflects into your reality instead of whatever you are affirming, because negativity most times overpowers your positivity. So negative attracts negative. So you have to watch out about what you think. And you're probably wondering, now Cindy, sasa unaniambia ati nikifikiria kitu itafanyika. Yes. And I know your logical mind is the one which is telling you that is not possible. There's something called the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is mainly, okay, now how will I say this? It's very active at night when you're asleep. That's when your subconscious mind is active, and it's your logical mind is asleep and your subconscious mind is active mainly at night. That's why at night, because the subconscious mind doesn't know what's true and what's not, that's why if you tell it you're successful, it will believe it and it will reflect it into your reality. That's why when you're dreaming, you will dream a person who has a horse's head or a horse body with a person's head, and you won't think anything of it. Like, you in the dream, you won't think anything of it. You'll be like, that's normal. Why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's not. If you tell your subconscious mind continuously, you're telling it, I'm successful, I'm rich, I have money, it will reflect it onto your reality, because it's like, okay, then that's the truth. It just reflects it onto your reality, and it just becomes something natural to you. And those people who say manifesting is basically just lying to yourself. We have been lying to ourselves ever since we were born. You've basically been believing things you've not seen. And like most times we are taught, do not believe something if you don't see it. And that is what makes people, like, every time they are told about manifestation, they're like, because until you see that thing happening, that's when you'll believe it. Well, that's not the case here. Think about it. Ever since you are young, you've been lying to yourself. You've been telling yourself, have you ever thought, for instance, like, you're talking to your friends, and then your friend is like, go ask your mom this, and then you're like, my mom will say no. That is something that you've already believed in your head. And I guarantee you, when you go ask your mom, she will say no. Then you'll be like, simliwaambia. No, it's something that you've convinced your brain. That's why it happened, because that is how life works. Your subconscious mind is in control of everything that happens in your reality. That's why so many people in this world are not successful because they just simply don't have the right mindset. Let me tell you, unaweza soma upite, but just because you don't have the right mindset towards your life, you're like, mi najua tu bado sitawahi kuwa successful. I guarantee you hata usome upate hiyo A, hautawahi kuwa successful, because that is what you believe in. So change what you believe. And number one, you cannot just start affirming things at I've told you this today you start affirming, so you have money, meaning have you worked on your self concept? You have to think about that. Have you worked on how your mind thinks? If your mind, I'll keep on saying this, positivity attracts positivity, because of the law of balance. It will balance your thoughts, man. Utashanga, ita balance hizo thoughts zako na your reality. You'll be wondering, some people even come to me when I'm coaching people and I'm telling them about this. They always come to me and they're like, Cindy, I've been affirming, nothing is happening. Because you have doubts. Get rid of those doubts. But before you start getting deep into manifestation and stuff, you have to have the right, like, your self-concept has to be okay. And how will you make this self-concept okay? You have to start affirming. Affirm, I am beautiful. Affirm, I attract anything that I want easily. I manifest anything that I want easily. Start working on your self-concept. Say, I'm a vibrant person. I'm a happy person. Just by saying that is working on your self-concept. And once it's good, and you'll start seeing. For instance, me, I can say that I worked on my self-concept. I really worked on it. Because I was someone who, let's say, I was getting body shamed. So it was something that is instilled in my head. But once I started affirming that I am beautiful, my body is beautiful, I started seeing it reflect onto my reality, and all of a sudden I liked myself. All of a sudden I loved who I am. So this is something you guys have to work on, so that you can be able to attract positive things into your life, is by you yourself being positive. You have to be positive yourself to attract positive things in your life. Anyway, I do coaching. You can text me through the number that I'll put there, or you can text me through my IG account, and we can do coaching. I don't charge much, but you can just text me and then we talk about it. I do coaching and I follow up on you and see how you're doing, and if you're doing things right. I just coach you. Yeah, so that's it. That's basically me summarizing manifesting, and all of you should definitely give this a try, because it's something that has been here. And Neville Goddard is someone who has been talking about it, but people have been thinking he's crazy. But this man was talking the truth. He was a wise man, and he knew what he was saying. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you.